Hello and welcome to the next stellar installment of the Fugue BWV 998 by Bach. We're going to be diving straight into this next installment, checking out the Italianate fingerings, the Italianate runs, and the rhyming cadences. So, BWV 998, the Fugue by Bach. Alrighty, welcome to microstudy number 1. We're kicking it off at bar 54. Open D, 2, 1. I suggest an open E here. Notice my fingers are up and ready. F sharp and D. Fourth finger on a C natural. Open B. A. Fourth finger again. Notice it's pre-preparing for that G. Two options here. 1, 1. Into the 3. Or 1, 2. Holding it on. Notice I pivoted on that second finger. So that's going to be 2, 1, 2 for that D, C sharp, G. Stay in the half bar. Fourth finger here. Now you need to move into the fifth position for the C natural here. Third string, it's the only way to do this now. 4, 1, 4. A, F sharp E. Second finger is going to float up and we're going to half bar at fret 4. So all of the notes for the end of this and for the next sort of bar or two are in this position if you hold that bar down. So again, from the C natural at 5, low D, 4, 1, 4, second finger onto a D at the 5th fret, F sharp underneath my bar there, A on the 4th, B underneath my bar, and then my second finger is going to go back down to that C natural, but Bach reharmonizing it with a new bass note in the next bar. Alrighty, we'll check this out in slow motion. Next microstudy, bar 56. Here we go. C, 5th fret, open A. A on the 4th finger, F sharp, E. Again, same as the last bar, but this time we're heading to an F sharp with a D sharp. And again, the F sharp and the B are underneath my bar A. And then we're going into D sharp and C again this time. Here I suggest that it's a quick shift into first position to get the B and D sharp with, if you notice, a little half bar there into that E minor chord. So I'm going to do that again nice and slowly from the D, C sharp bit. Alrighty, next bar, E minor. Nice and simple. 3, 2 and 4, because we need that F sharp in the bass. G sharp, so he's flipping it to E major here, very clever. Now, there's no two ways about it, you have to do a jump up to fret 6, where Bach continues this little repetitive idea. So from before we were here, we're going to start at an E. So it's a lovely idea. Bach is just working through the variations here. So again, from your E minor, quick shift. Let's take a look at this in slow motion. welcome to bar 58. So we left it off here with a B under the 4th finger at fret 9 and a D at fret 7, suggesting this is what I do. Open B, G sharp, F sharp, and then we're into the next bar across 6th fret again, 3rd finger on an E sharp, E sharp, G sharp, the octave G sharp under the 1st finger, stretch out with your 4th finger to the B, C sharp underneath your 1st finger. Okay, from this point, your 3rd finger will stay down on the E sharp. We have 2 on the D, and then you can float with the B, 4th finger, G sharp, and then I suggest a quick shift to the F sharp there and into C sharp and E sharp again in the next beat. The C sharp and E. 1-1, open. So from this point, half bar 2. C natural. 1st finger on a D, super important because you're going to be doing F sharp and E flat together. 4th finger on the C, 1st finger on an A, open G, and then you're going to go back into 1st position. 3rd finger is then going to slide up into the next bar. There is a lot of complex fingering, and from this point of view and this video, that is probably the most complex fingering you're going to be looking at there. There are obviously other ways of playing it, but unfortunately you are limited by that G sharp being the only G sharp we have in that register, and it is at fret 6 on string 6. Obviously, if you feel the necessity, you could possibly maybe stretch it out. But getting that G sharp again, the octave is going to be a tad troublesome. But if you're willing to give that a stretch a go, it is doable. So there you go, there is alternatives, you just need to sort of switch and figure them out. Let's check this out in slow motion. Quick interruption, if you are enjoying this video, consider hitting the like button and maybe subscribing to the channel. There is a ton of new content coming your way, including the rest of the Allegro to this fugue. Let's dive back into Bach. Welcome to bar number 60 and the next micro study. So we're looking at a C natural and an E flat, so C minor, or A minor flat 5, depends on how you look at it. C again, 4th finger, 5th fret on string 3, A on the same string, open, and then back into 3-3 slide, 4-1, into D major, 2 and 3, and let them ring over. Next bar, bar 61, open G, and then I suggest you float down your string 4. Leave that 1st finger on there, so that's A, G, F sharp, into this chord. Right, a little bit of a trill coming through here. 3, 4, into bar 62. So again, from this chord here, E7, 9, I'm using 1 and 3 here to get those cross string trills in, then into your bar at the 2nd fret. You can hear the difference there. Half bar on the B minor, got to be a 4th finger on that last F sharp, and then C sharp and open strings into the next bar. And that's it. Let's check this out in slow motion. Welcome to the next micro study. So we left it off at bar 62, 3rd finger on, C sharp, open G and E. 3rd finger on that F sharp. It is possible at that beginning to cross string that as well. So 1 and then put in that extra G down with your 4th finger, and then your 3rd finger is just going to float down to the F sharp. 1st finger on an A. Open, and here I suggest C natural here because you're going to stretch out for that G underneath your 4th finger, and then again half bar 2, C sharp, little bit of a trill into very, very familiar territory now. If you've been following along, you would have recognized that as the beginning of this Italianate section, bar 29. Let's check this out in slow motion. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. This has been brought to you by classicalguitarrocks.com, my baby. There are a ton of lessons on there, including how Bach built a canon. So if you want to dive into more of Bach and his language and the nuts and bolts of how he put things together, head over to classicalguitarrocks.com today for some 6-string inspiration.